days are cooler, nights are warmer, and I put the blame on you. Time moves slow, but my heart beats faster. When these eyes are looking right at you, right at you, you give me something to believe in, just what I needed. You're the closest.
How different is that family, or is that family life?
You know, I think more of the question is, how different would we all be? How different would this whole fucking thing be? How different would the industry be? How different would the wheel roll? Everything would be different. We would all be different. All of us. Everybody in here would be different. We'll have on different clothes.
What you mean?
Everything would be different, meaning like you would never ask me that question. Meaning if we sat here right now,
right,
and we got to this point, what, like, I don't know, probably more people would be going to college and, you know what I'm saying, getting an education to be successful. There might not be any OnlyFans and other things like that, other opportunities like that. So, I mean, are we a part of the cure? Are we a part of the disease? I don't know. All I know is I'm just trying to make it right.
Were you ever embarrassed when the tape came out?
Yeah. I have kids now, so when I have kids, yeah.
And
everything that we did now when I have kids is just totally different. The whole thing is wacky. Before I was just like, but with my kids, it's not okay. And so I can't, without me going too far into it, without me getting in trouble. Yeah, I mean, nah, it's not okay now. But I'm 43 with a kid that's 4 and a kid that's 6. My daughter's 6, my son's 4. And even though you're young, and even in that young kid world, they'll all probably think it's cool.
Yeah.
Until you have kids.
Thoughts and prayers. Welcome back. We played this clip yesterday on the show when it was a little more serious. It's Foolishness Friday. I could agree with him. I think he overstated. I think we would have OnlyFans. I think we would. We were already devolving, which is why I think Kim Kardashian and the whole Kardashian phenomenon was able to take root. But I do think they ushered in something that we're having a hard time getting turning around. But we're here. It's Foolishness Friday on the Karen Hunter Show. Lamont King, Roderick Morrow, the black guy who tips. Thoughts and prayers, gentlemen.
He's partly right. I mean, he's so very entertaining to me, and how he comes off, tries to come off fake deep. I can appreciate that. But I understood part of what he was trying to convince Shannon of, and that was a turning point culturally for shamelessness. And whereas that would have before been something you just, I can't believe I would never, they were so shameless about it. It kind of empowered a younger generation that followed into just doing whatever you think or feel like doing. And because they never will apologize. And then it comes out that mom is the one that puts the whole deal together. And so then that's even, so when his point about maybe it wouldn't have been an OnlyFans, I might give him credit for that. I might give him actual credit for that, because they did that and got paid. So that led to a norm in the culture where you could do the most vulgar and obscene thing and be celebrated for it and get fame and notoriety.
Yeah, I don't think there was anything he said that didn't ring true to me. Like, it might seem hyperbolic, but that's how big that tape was, and that's how big of a cultural moment that was, and how big of a shift it was. And the reason I think it was that big, I would say is that big is because that was a person that Kim Kardashian, her empire is built off of the notoriety of the tape. So it's not like even Paris Hilton, we knew who she was, and then she put out a sex tape because Kim Kardashian had done it. So it did kind of change the paradigm for what we considered like publicly acceptable for celebrity. And I think we're at the point now where it's been exacerbated by social media and reality TV and stuff, but pretty much fame and attention justifies any action that a person does, including be president of the United States. So if you can get fame and attention and lead that to somehow to money, people will work retroactively to make your actions not disgusting. They'll be like, oh no, that was fine. And I'm not saying the tape was disgusting, but we're now at a point where you can even be disgusting. And we're like, yeah, that's fine. I mean, they got on TV. That's you true. Talking about it, ain't you? So right. That did exacerbate that.
And in a sense, famous dick made her famous. Mm-hmm. So we've seen women after her who became famous from famous dick.
Okay. Because
you got your
Ray
Amber Roses.
Yes. No, you're right. You're right. We didn't know Kim Kardashian. We knew her dad. Those of us who followed the OJ trial. She was not a household name. Ray J, he and Brandy's little brother, on TV, music.
Kim was this tag-along friend to Paris and Nicole.
Yep.
Yes.
She was the one you didn't really know.
And the tape wasn't good.
It was not good.
So, like, most of the jokes about the tape was people being like, look how bad the tape is. It just, it didn't matter.
Say more. When you say not good, not
like it was, people weren't talking about the performance. They weren't like, oh my God, like that's not why she became famous to people, because they were like, well, look, you got to give her credit. No, they was like, this is terrible. Why would you even put this out? But everyone had seen it. Every late night show was leading with it. They were saying her name. We know her name now because of that moment, and we did not know it as en masse before that. So he's right in that it was a cultural shifting moment. And I mean, just last year, Sexy Red had a sex tape leak, and it was the same type of thing where it's like anything, it don't have to be good. It's got us talking.
Was her coochie pink and her booty hole brown?
It seems so from my investigation, but I can't be 100% sure.
Okay. All right. Just trying to get the facts out here. Speaking of that, cultural shifts, Club Shay Shay, we knew it was a thing. I thought it was a thing because of Cat Williams. It would probably go, but he has hit on, like, there's something, I can't put my finger on why this works and why he works in this space, but it does. He asked Ray J, what does he remember about that sex tape, or does he remember it? And Ray J said the smell, and then got up. That was hilarious watching him hide behind the thing. And
I think when I saw that, I think that was just his way of ending the conversation, because Shannon was, I don't know if he was being aloof on purpose or just playing dumb, but how did you feel when it got leaked? We found out for years now that it was not leaked.
Right.
It was a paid situation and all parties were involved. And I think he can't really probably legally can't talk about it. So he deflects.
Got you.
He acts like it's an emotional thing, and I can't. So he cut the conversation off. But I think to that point, I think what the draw is to Shannon is, for many of it, well, for me, he's non-threatening, right? So he's not everything that we think he should be, right? He's not a journalist.
Right.
He's not a talking head.
Right.
He's not a academic. He's not a show host. So when you see some of your favorite people just sitting down rapping with someone that they can share with without the scrutiny of an actual person with credentials and letters behind their name, or without the judgment and intimidation of an actual professional veteran with a resume, it's just like you across from
Right.
And so that's with
the drink.
With
so
the drink.
Is this a journalistic Kim Kardashian version? Are we? Because I feel like everybody now can have a platform without any. So are we at the same place?
Yes.
But the stakes are so much higher.
Paradigm shift. Yes. Because culturally,
when Ray J said he wouldn't have been there without that, that's right. Because like even Shannon, how many people justify what Shannon does by saying, "But look how many views he got." Right? Like if I tell you it's a bad product and what he's doing is not good and it's bad for the culture, and it's okay to challenge people, it's okay to have some, they'll be like, but he got 30 million views. And I'm like, but the stuff that was going viral is not true. It don't matter. And I think also it's not even about having guests you like. Right. You can have somebody on there I hate, but they're going to get to go on there and tell an unfettered, unchallenged version of their truth. Yes, and it's attracting those kind of people. And it's going viral because anytime you let somebody just go out there and unscrupulously say what they want to say, it's gonna draw attention because we either gonna tune in and go, that's unbelievable, or we're gonna tune in and go, I believe every word. Either way, we watch.
And I like it because he's been open enough to have both sides of the story if that other person is available.
Yeah, if they want to come.
Yeah, because people say the turning point was Kat, but it really wasn't. It was Steve.
Because that brought Kat out the bag.
That brought Kat out, exactly. And so he's striking a chord. He was the right amount of celebrity with the right format at the right time.
Yep.
Because there's been people with better formats. There's been bigger celebrities with horrible formats. Yep. He just had the mix, the right mix at the right time.
And most people ain't willing to do it because honestly, most of us, when you say something incredulous to our face, we're not gonna just take it. Even if you think you that kind of person, let me say something crazy. You're gonna ask a follow-up. You're gonna be, I don't know, man. He'll let you do it and be like, oh, that's crazy, Kat, boy. Woo! All right, next question. I'm like, all right.
So I got to take a drink. I got to take a drink.
You want someone else?
You try to get me in trouble. You try to get me in trouble.
Now you know they looking. They looking at this. They gonna be mad. Like, that's the point.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh my God.
My days are cooler, nights are warmer, and I put the blame on you. Time moves slow, but my heart beats faster. When these eyes are looking right at you, you give me something to believe in, just what I needed. You're the closest.